to do her second rendition. Georgia McINTYRE, the messenger. Stand in the gap. Stand in the gap.
Good evening once again. I jump up from bed, my senses tingling. I hear what up slap on pots and pans singing. I say, Lord, it's Sunday morning again. My neighbor getting licks from me wife, Elaine. Well, it's a bacchanal and drama for sure. Revealing a social issue we cannot ignore. I know you feel this is a humorous composition, and abuses only affect a woman, while outside many men pretend to be macho. In this spice aisle, plenty many thing abuse, but so is not woman alone in the domestic violence zone. Believe what I'm saying is true, men are victims too. That's why we must stand in the gap. Many brothers are crying, deep inside they are dying. It's time to be a cornerstone. They cannot do it alone. Stand in the gap. Many are drowning in sorrow, praying for a brighter tomorrow when domestic violence will end and they can live and breathe again. Domestic violence is a monster we must not condone. This nonsense must end. Stop the violence again. Whether you're Ford and Peter, Tony or Ben, stop the violence against men. Oh, so many brothers, so many brothers. Oh, so many brothers are crying. Woo. I sat down and started pondering, because I know plenty men who are still suffering. In relationship it takes two to tango, and a bigger damage a man's ego. The home for battered men you could find all over. It's every rubbish shop from St. George's straight to Victoria. Many men have no one in whom to confide. Got any pressure, so some commit suicide. Police stations not even a last resort. Them officers don't give men no kind of recourse. So round and round they go as depression starts to show. Francine advised women what to do. Mistakes time you run away to. That's why we must stand in. Brothers have no one to turn to. And as the saga continue, they're going through emotional pain. I need help to break this chain. We can't afford to be complacent. Reach out and lend some assistance. We can't just sit down and pose while so many men keep getting blows. Domestic violence is a monster we must not condone. This nonsense must end. Stop the violence again. Whether you call them Peter, Gregory or Glenn, stop the violence against men. Whoa, help my brother, help my brother. Whoa, reach out a hand. Please understand. Much respect to you who show love and respect to your partner, and those who show appreciation for one another. Those brothers and sisters I salute, but those who abuse a psychopathic brute, my sister, when you emasculate your husband or partner, what example you set for your son or daughter? And when a man call a woman Jamet and whore, her self-worth by the up she knows. You must know you destroying a fragile rose. We have to address this thing. This battle we have to win. We can't just rock back and line. We have to put we axe to the grind. That's why we must stand in the gap. Be your brother's keeper. Help him to deal with this trauma in his time of deep despair. He needs to know that somebody cares. Men are abused emotionally, verbally, and physically. They are ashamed to let people know. Some are in love and don't want to let go. Domestic violence is a monster we must not condone. This nonsense must end. Stop the violence again. Whether you call them Michael, Samuel, or Glenn. Stop the violence against men. Whoa! Help me, brother. Help me, brother. Help me, brother. Whoa, yo, yo. Take me low. The primary social agent is the home. Abuse of any sort we must not condone. Parents, train your sons and daughters well, so those life values they will not dispel. Brothers, have a care for others who are suffering. To those desperately in need, what are you offering? Are you standing in the gap for those who are weak? Are you standing for them so they can speak? They say big men don't cry, but to your brother a shoulder lend. Stretch forth your hand, the self-esteem, help to mend. We must show that we really care. Those broken souls we must repair. Stand for them, I say, chase domestic violence away. That's why we must stand in the gap. When they call, we must answer. Help them to deal with this cancer. In silence, many men are suffering. This is a battle we have to win. When they talk, we must listen. Help them to escape this prison. Many have suicidal thoughts. Abuse many moral support. Domestic violence is a monster we must not condone. This nonsense must end. Stop the violence against. Whether you call them Timothy, Peter, or Glenn. Stop the violence against men. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please enjoy the rest of the show. Whoa, help me, brother. Help me, brother. Help me, brother. Whoa, so many brothers are crying.
Put your hands together for Messenger. CALYPSO, CALYPSO, and more CALYPSO to come. Are you enjoying the show? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Sweet CALYPSO and more CALYPSO to come.
Pleasure to have you with us backstage.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful performance.
Thank
I know
you.
the men are happy tonight because it's not very often we have songs, in their favor. It's usually violence against women. It's usually, trying to protect women. Tell us the reason behind this song tonight.
The idea behind it, I have done domestic violence against women before, but as an adult female, I have personally seen, I have experiences of men who've been abused, and it is a sad thing, and many of them, because of shame, as with women who are ashamed of being abused, because they love the person, they remain in the relationship, but it is a social issue that needs to be aired. It needs to be discussed.
I see that you addressed it because,
Yes.
like you said, men are also abused. It just happens that women are the ones who speak up more.
Yes, women are trained. We socialize our women to speak when we are hurt, but we don't do that with our men, with our boy children.
I love
And therein lies the problem.
The message.
Yes.
Two powerful renditions tonight. You've been one of 7 females in competition tonight, and I'm asked this of the other female calypsonians. How do you feel?
I feel very positive. Very, very positive. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't your first time, of course, and you always come with songs that strikes home, songs that are relatable.
Yes.
Tell us about the process that goes into it.
For this year, the domestic violence one is one that I had been thinking about for a while. So I put pen to paper with that. And Sheldon Nugget helped with editing and with the musical part of it, the melody part of it, okay? Stand in the gap, after 50 years, it's a SWOT analysis of Grenada. 50 years, from 1947 to now, you know, independence. Looking at the strengths, weaknesses, the opportunities, you know, the threats. And it is something that, as somebody who is living...
I'm going to have to cut you for a second because you're getting ready to go to the stage for our next artist. But I just want to wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.